This one came from the village. What I'm telling you now is a real life story. And then the mom called him and brought something like a crystal ball and showed him his house in the US.
Yes, monitoring spirits. People talk about this a lot, and they talk about praying against monitoring spirits. That's one. The other thing is the issue of I hear people say, oh, they don't take gifts from people. They don't take money because if they collect the person's money, something will happen to them, or take clothes from people. So is there anything to be said about that scripturally, or is this superstition? Is this something that has been brought in from our engagement with culture and the world? What will you say?
Well, concerning monitoring spirits,
Yes.
Witchcraft functions by intelligence, and there are two sources of such intelligence. We have the spiritual source and we have the human source. So even if witches throw a dart at somebody, it's very likely that that witch will call the person early in the morning or visit the person to see if that thing worked. So they don't have any means of knowing if it was effective or not. Witchcraft thrives around information, because sometimes it is difficult to get information naturally. Sometimes they plant people around that will be the informants. If that is not possible, then they resort to the use of monitoring spirits. Now, these monitoring spirits, a friend of mine worked with some people from Asia, certain people from Asia, and they have a strange sign on their wall. And that strange sign is like a tattoo on the wall,
a symbol of
some sort. So this CEO, the guy might even travel for 2 weeks, and when he comes back, he can tell exactly what went wrong in the office.
Wow.
Who did what, who did this. He will even sack people based on, and very accurate,
like a spiritual CCTV camera.
Yes. So it was a monitoring spirit that was in the office that was reporting everything that happened in that office to him.
Wow.
So they are monitoring spirits, and there are ways to set them up. So some people are victims of those monitoring spirits because witches need to be fed with intelligence. So the monitoring spirit thing is very true. I've met people that have said that the moment we tell this person that we have this project, the project will never work.
Wow.
But if the person doesn't know, the project will work.
So that's why they say maybe keep your information close to you. When you are pregnant, you shouldn't let people know TV shows.
Yes, stuff like that.
Wow.
And the higher witches on higher levels use those monitoring spirits. So even if they keep the information, they have systems by which they can. Yes. So this one came from the village. What I'm telling you now is a real life story. A young man, his mom was a known witch. He himself is aware of it. So what he did was that he applied for some courses in the United States and left home, thinking that his leaving home will make it impossible for her to bewitch him. So there was a burial that brought him home, and then the mom called him and brought something like a crystal ball and showed him his house in the US, and his dog was outside of his door. He took something like a toothpick and poked the dog from where they were, and 35 minutes later his neighbors called him that his dog has died.
Died. What?
So that's monitoring spirit.